I'm saying hello to Joanna Kurylońska is our guest in today's brief series under the WellBE training project. Joanna is a professional coach. She lives and works in Ireland. She's originally from Poland. And what is very interesting, I find it very interesting about your work, Joanna, is that you combine the field of coaching with the field of photography. I personally find it fascinating. Welcome to this interview, and please briefly also present yourself.
Thank you, Svetoslava. Thank you for having me here, and thank you for creating this space of sharing and learning. I really love the idea of the WellBE Project, and I hope I can add value. I'm Joanna Kurylońska, and I'm a pedagogue and I'm a coach. And as a pedagogue, I work for an organization supporting adults with learning disability. And as a coach, I support others in their pursuit of the life they really want. And in the recent years, I started to combine two of my great passions, which is coaching and photography, and I'm really fond of it.
Joanna, what is coaching in photography, or can we call it photo coaching?
It is coaching with photography. I am a coach who is accredited by the Irish International Coaching Federation, which means that the coaching I offer is based on the ethics and core values set by ICF. And photography comes to my practice as this thought-provoking tool, which enhances the coaching experience.
How do you do so? I'm curious if I'm a new coach or I'm a coach who now would like to embed somehow photography in my coaching practice, what the process looks like.
So the process for me looked that I, for many years, first of all, I was interested in photography. And then when I trained as a coach, I was very interested in using images in my coaching sessions, and I was learning from professionals how to do it until I went for this professional course where I exactly found out how to combine those two words. So if someone is a professional coach and feels strong about using photography in their session, there is probably nothing stopping them from trying.
Do we work with in such session with photographs that are like taken by the client, or maybe client chooses favorite photography from a photo bank, let's say, that are appealing to them? How it works in practice?
Mm-hmm. So in general, there are three main techniques that I use in my practice. And one is that I ask clients to bring their personal photos. And the second technique is that the clients are asked to take photographs during session or between the sessions. And the third technique is that we work off the photographs that I provide during the session that are carefully picked for the coaching process. And the work with the photographs during the coaching process include selecting photographs, looking at them, talking about them. If we work with more photographs, it may include grouping the photographs and also giving titles to photographs. If I can give you an example of a situation where I worked with a client, there was this lady who came to me. She was very successful career-wise and financial-wise, but she was very stressed, overwhelmed, and she felt she needed a change in her life. She wanted more balance. She wanted to feel joy again, and she knew she was missing important things in life, but she didn't know what they were anymore. So I asked her to bring the most important photo to a session. So as you can imagine, it's not easy, but I think she brought few, and she was telling me how looking for this most important photograph helped her to remember her history and to connect with what was once really important to her. Each session always starts with setting the goal for the session. And when we talk about photographs, when we work with photography, it's always with regard to the topic of the session. And this particular lady spoke and remembered, you know, what were the things she used to do. She remembered the happy moments. She remembered what was really, really important before in her life. And she was able to make conscious decisions about things that she wanted back in her life. And she was living with clarity about the changes she was going to make in her life.
It sounds such a profound and deep process, and very, very beautiful. I make this association with metaphors in coaching, with storytelling as well, like narrative coaching. Maybe, of course, it's a photography coaching and it's photo coaching, but I just make these links professionally in my mind when while you are talking. Joanna, what are some great coaching skills that you would outline for someone who is a trainer but not coach themselves and would like to embed coaching into their practice or training? The essence of our WellBE project is actually, we call it embedding coaching into training. So from this perspective, what would be some great and important skills that you would outline as a professional coach?
Thinking of having in mind the ICF competencies, of course, I think all those are really important and valid for the coaching process. But if I was to pick maybe 3 for today, I'd start with cultivating trust and safety. I love to be able to partner with my clients on their journey for change and growth. And particularly, I think it's really important when we're partnering to create this safe and supportive space where people have opportunity to reconnect with themselves and to grow. And it's really important to me to create this relationship of mutual trust and respect with my clients. And I love how here photography comes as this thought-provoking and creative tool that helps to deepen the insight during the session. Another competency that I think is extremely important would be coaching presence. I think being able to be there for the clients and to offer undivided attention is something extremely important, especially these days when people live such a fast and overwhelming lives, and it's not easy to get more attention that few seconds and few minutes. So giving attention for an hour or more, I think it's a true gift. I'm thinking about the cultivating safety and trust. And I think that when we truly connect with people, you know, things can happen. And again, you know, even thinking about the young people, it's said that this generation is the most connected, but the most lonely at the same time. So I think if we create opportunities for people to truly connect, and if we ourselves truly meet and connect with our clients, again, we're doing a great job. And also having in mind that when people truly connect, this hormone oxytocin is produced, which stops the production of the stress hormone, cortisol. So that helps people to feel more relaxed and ultimately leads to well-being. And also for the training situations, the more oxytocin, the more people are able to listen and to hear. So that serves the learning process too.
When we talk about embedding coaching into training, what would be one skill that you would suggest trainers to exercise, maybe to reflect on, and what would be one practical way you could give as an advice such skill to be practiced and acquired?
So for today, I think that connection would be one of these values or skills that I'd like to talk about more and maybe suggest to reflect on. The example of exercise could be the trainer brings into the training room a set of photographs or images, lays them out on the table, and invites all the participants to look at them and pick one that will help them to present themselves. So this exercise straight away invites good energy, relaxation, and fun. Suddenly people are not so stressed about what they are going to say and that everybody will be listening, but they feel energized and they want to say something that they just remember, something fun maybe about themselves. It always works. And if the group is really big, people can introduce themselves in dyads or triads, and if the group is small, they can just talk on forum. And it's a great connection tool, and it's easy to implement even in any environments and in training scenarios too.
It's true, and what I appreciate and love about this tool that you have just proposed is that it brings also connectivity in the room between people, but it also kind of reminds us how we are connected to our core selves, because by picking up a photograph that kind of reminds of who we are and what we want to share with others also brings some other layer of connection with ourselves at the first place, which makes it probably great also relaxation tool and a way to connect genuinely with the rest in the training or the facilitation setting. Thank you so much, Joanna, for your answers, for your time, for this interview. And I look forward to continue working with you and sharing with you the next stages of the project as well.
Lovely, and thank you very much for having me here, Svetoslava. All the very best of luck with this project and all others that you'll be involved in. All the best. Thank you.